another day and another glorious video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ziane and I come from the beautiful kingdom of Eswatini. I'm an ESL teacher here in Taiwan. Welcome to the channel where we share, grow and learn about ESL topics, as well as share a few vlogs here and there just to get to know each other. Welcome to my channel. We always have the best of episodes, that one is for sure. So today is no different. Let's look at today's topic. So today I am going to share my PPT about what I taught about my country, Eswatini, the beautiful, the lovely, the stunning, outstanding Kingdom of Eswatini. So I'm just going to break down the lesson plan, and then we're going to look at the PPT, share a few ideas, and then maybe learn from each other. Please do not be afraid to write any suggestions you may also have in the comment section. We also want to know what great ideas we can incorporate in our teaching as we teach about our great motherland, Eswatini. So we know that every successful lesson begins with the perfect lesson plan. So right now we're going to move on to the lesson plan structure that I used to teach this lesson, and then we're going to break down the PPT, go through the PPT and look at the ideas that I shared with the students. They really loved it. They really loved and appreciated and just had a new picture and concept of Eswatini. And a lot of them say, teacher, we want to go to Eswatini. So I just said you're always welcome to visit and experience all these great things that I have shared with you. So right now let's just move on to the lesson plan and see how I structured it. Let's take a look at the lesson plan structure for my So here is our lesson plan structure. So let's just briefly look at it. Number one, we have the warm-up. Where we get the kids ready for the lesson and excited. And then we have the presentation. The presentation. Sesiyangena ke manje PPT. Sesiyangena to the main part of the lesson. The presentation is about 10 to 15 minutes. So you have to really control yourself as you explain the concepts. So you just show them a picture and just be brief. I know that Eswatini is such a beautiful country and we are so culturally rich, right? So now it's an element, you just feel like dissecting it to the maximum. But that one I got in lesson plan. So please control yourself. And then practice. So we have a practice activity. Lapho sibaya practice akubona bajifundile about Eswatini. Sibona ukuthi bayakhumbula yini. That is when we actually play the game. So the game ndabasita ke bantwana ukuthi bakhanze kumnanzi lokufunza about Eswatini. And then we move on to the production. So the productions of ukuthi okay, mina sengifundisile about my country, nani asanende something, produce something to show ukuthi nani ukhona ngifundile ngifuna kusale ngikwenza ke manje, whether through writing something down or through making making a craft or making a project. It's really up to you. So for me, they were making a mini book. Here they played an online game. Presentation is the PPT. So guys, assistant to the PPTs. What was happening on that day? This is the PPT. Let me just, adjust it. Let me see. Just like that. It's hard to find the position. I've never done a YouTube video where I had to show an actual PPT. Okay, so let me just adjust the phone and see how the camera can capture the whole PPT accurately. I'll be back. Okay, so let the games begin. The first thing that I did, of course, as usual, is to have this slide of the rules. You know, they always say that rules bring structure and discipline in a class. So yeah, the first thing I do is just have this slide. So as they're sitting down, getting ready for the class, they see the rules and they remember, oh, I need to like hear my desk, sit nicely, raise my hand, and listen to the teacher. And any other rules that you guys may have. And then afterwards, we move on to the actual PPT, the actual lesson. So here, I have my introductory slide, my country, and then I have elements of my country. I have the flag, I have the shape of Eswatini, and I have some Eswatini people, you know, dressed in the traditional regalia. Oh, this one is just a globe to show you that, guys, we're talking about a place in the world. So yeah, let's see, where are we going today? So yeah, this is the introduction slide. Let's move on to the next one. So this is the next one. Okay, let me use my clicker. God, if disorganized was a person. Okay, here it is. Here is my clicker. Here's my clicker. Okay, moving on to the agenda of the day. Of course, you want to tell the kids what is going to go on in the lesson. And then when you have your agenda, try not to have lots and lots of things like 5, 6, 11. No. I always just have 3, okay? I just usually have 3 points on the agenda so they know what is going to happen in the lesson. And then when you have your agenda, try not to like have too many words. Just animate so that the kids can stay interested. Because if you already have the agenda on the board, they'll just keep on reading and not listen to you. So you can just show the points of the agenda bit by bit. So let's start with agenda number 1, and then maybe they can read and you can assist them. So my country's name. So today I'm going to tell you the name of my country. And then agenda number 2, interesting things. And then I'm going to share some interesting things about my country. And then the last part, make a mini book. And then afterwards, we're going to make a mini book. So that is what we have on the agenda. So now they're getting ready to start the class because they know what is going to happen. Let's move on. So now I tell them the name of my country. Can you try to say the name of my country? Can you try to read it? Can you try to pronounce it? So they can start. Sorry. So they can try. Blah, blah, blah. And then I assist them. So the name of my country is Eswatini. Can you try to say it? Eswatini. 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 Yeah, until they get it. And then I can show them the shape. I show them the shape of the country. So this is the shape of my country on the map, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4 regions. And then another thing, as an introduction, as a warm-up, I can show them the map. Map? No, not the map, the flag. Yes, this is the flag of Eswatini. So can you tell me the colors? So they can tell me the colors, what they see. Oh, Eswatini, the flag has so many colors. It's so colorful, right? It has yellow, blue, red, black, white, so many colors. And then I can prompt them and just say, what about Taiwan? Can you tell me the colors on your flag? And then they can tell me. They told me. Oh, Taiwan, we only have 3 colors. Blue, red, and white. And Eswatini, we have 5 colors. Yeah, and then we have like the same colors, but Eswatini has 2 extra colors. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting ready for a class. Let me just fix everything, remove the things about Eswatini, and arrange the things about today's class. Okay, later. I'm back. Like I said, I'm from a class. I know everything seems like it's all over the place, but it's okay. You know, that is what my channel is about. It's not really about perfection, right? So in this channel, we keep it real, okay? We're so real. We laugh, we talk, we chat. We're disturbed by our colleagues. It's okay. It's really, really okay. Right now, we have this music playing on the background. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait for the music to like die down, and then afterwards we're gonna continue with our PPT sharing, yeah, and get more ideas on how we can teach about our country, our beautiful, beautiful Eswatini. Alright, so the first slide under presentation is this one. I show them the map of the world, and then I ask them to show me Taiwan. Who can stand up and show me Taiwan? So they stand up, one person will come up, and the other students are helping him. Taiwan is there, Taiwan is there. And he comes in, no, this side. And then, where's Taiwan? It's here. Yeah, and then they circle Taiwan, and everybody says, yes, that is Taiwan. Yeah, so I say, yeah, so here is Taiwan. Now, let's go to Eswatini. My country in Africa. Where is Eswatini? And then I show them another kind of map that's a bit bigger, and it's gonna show it clear. Yeah, it's gonna show clearly where Eswatini is. And then we move from Taiwan. This is Taiwan. And then let me show it clear. We are going to Eswatini. Where is Eswatini? Where is it? Bam! This is Eswatini. Yeah, and then they'll tell my teacher, it's so small. And I say, yeah, it's a tiny kingdom, but yeah, it's a very beautiful kingdom. And you should go, and visit one day. Yeah, so this is Eswatini, this is Taiwan. And then we just make that small talk. How long do you think it takes? How many hours does it take to move from Taiwan to Eswatini? 2 hours, teacher. Some of them don't even know time. 2 hours, teacher. Teacher, 10 hours. And then I just tell them, oh, that's close. Oh, that's too low. And then finally, I just tell them between 19 to 20 hours. And remember that when it comes to the presentation, it's just 10 minutes to 15 minutes. So you need to really compress your ideas. So many things that you can talk about when it comes to our country, but you can't just talk about everything. So you need to just pick 3 or 4 main things that you think will interest the kids, and then make small talk and explain those concepts. So here, this is the beginning of the presentation, and I had about 10 to 15 minutes, because if you go more than that, the kids will lose concentration and won't be interested anymore. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna tell them that, actually I tell them that. So now I'm gonna share 4 very interesting things about Eswatini, so that one day when you go there, you might also experience them. Okay, so the first thing I talk about is this. Traditional clothes, yes. So these are not our traditional clothes, these are Western clothes. So what do we wear in my country? So our traditional clothes, we have traditional clothes for boys. Because I'm talking to boys and girls, right? So I just want to make it relatable. So that's why I say boys, and then I say girls. Because if I now say boys, and then women, and then the women are married, and then there's the king, he dresses like this. No, I just decided to just talk about boys and then talk about girls. Because remember, I only have 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so now this is what the boys wear, and then we talk about that. And I call it clothes because you need to have to, make it difficult and say attire. So I just say traditional clothes. And then we have girls, yeah. This is what the girls wear. So that is the traditional attire, traditional clothes. And then we talk about this. So let's break it down. What did we talk about when we came to this? Okay, it's time for class. That is the last warning bell for me to get ready, okay? But I'm gonna come back and break down this slide. What can we talk about when we explain this concept to the students? Bye! I'm back, guys. Yeah, so yeah, it was quite a hectic morning, you know, gijima in my class, everything, you know. I'm so sorry for the commotion. Yeah, it was a lot, but actually sometimes trying to like shoot content because I'm feeling busy. Let me just give you a background of my school. So here, I'm the only foreign teacher. And then also it's a very big school. It has a bilingual department and then it has an English department. On top of that, guys, I need to drink some water for this. It's not in a mind. On top of that, I have 6 core teachers. Yes, six core teachers. Yeah, so quite hectic, you know, quite my meetings, and then of course the students, the class in Banning, but like on average, I think I have an average of 32 kids. So I have 30, 32, 30, 32, and then immaterial, you know. So that's why in my videos I'm commotion a little bit. But to me is that we share ideas and we improve and we become very confident. So yeah, mhlambe nje kukhona lesifiso sokuthi kube ne presentation le kind of Elizabethan style, Queen Elizabeth presentation. This is not the channel for that. So here we're just sharing ideas. Siyajabula, si happy, not disturbed, si disturbed. We attend to that, we come back. If we're sweating, we sweat. You know, sulum forma, sibiyele emsebenzini. Yeah, so as you get used to my channel. So long as ngishutha la esikolweni kuyohlala kukhona lokuthi sekunje sengiyashiya sengiyabuya sekunje. So that is the style of this channel. And ngabona lokuthi vele if I can try to always keep it composed, too scripted, kuthi vele kuda script siyalandzelwa konakala, I need to start again. Kuthi video lengayiqedza because lakungena umuntu nje angidinga. Whatever I've said, sakufuna ukuthi ngiyekele. Oh my God, sakufuna ukuthi ngicelele phasi. Oh, akusilula edit, akusilula kucelela phasi. Akusilula nje kuthiwe nyalo sophumile ku script, calela phasi. Oh my God, it's so exhausting and so demotivating. And good video lengaphuma nangabe ngenta njalo. So, sengamukela nje nami. I take a deep breath. Ngithi what will be akwendekelo. But nangabe i-video iphumile, nangabe information iphumile, nalokunye siyobona endleleni. Okay, sesibuyile and I am 100% ready to continue with the video. So sigcina sikhuluma about the traditional clothes, right? So as we know, ekhaya sinama traditional clothes lamanengi, traditional attire, but ngiyadiphela ukuthi these are you know, elementary students. So kufuna ukuthi language yakho i-downgrade kancane so that they understand what you're talking about. So I just use traditional clothes. So because sinema traditional attires lamanengi Eswatini and they all depend ukuthi umncane, ujiji, uyintombi, uqanile, wenzile, a lot. Bahambe kungene mhlambe nasebukhosini, nawu inkosi, nawu nje, it's a lot. But because you have the 10 to 15 minutes to teach this presentation part, kufuna ukuthi nawe uzame concentrate on people that is simple that the kids, the students can relate to, right? So now kuluma utawukhetha maybe one aspect of our traditional attire. Otherwise, if utawufaka too many aspects, the lesson angeke isaba about the interesting things about Eswatini. Itabe sifaka nje about you know, the traditional attire of Eswatini. So basically lokunye akusangeni, yabo. And then as ukhuluma uchaza, they lose focus and bayaluza the mental pictures that they're trying to have in their minds. Ukuthi ukhuluma ngani bazama kuhlanganisa, right? Kanti now tokhuluma about one thing at a time, undlule uye kulonye, they're able to like visualize it and then make mental pictures and connect and compare to Taiwan as well. In that way, making the lesson very interesting. So Lanaji, I chose traditional clothes because I wanted them to have the mental picture of Eswatini clothes and then compare them to Taiwanese traditional clothes. So the PPT is like this. So now vela blank, right? Just the heading, traditional clothes. And then you always want to kind of animate your pictures or your topics now one PPT so that we're very together like this, because maybe when I about the boys, we are the beautiful girls. Ooh, that girl is beautiful. I want her to be my girlfriend. You know, so I go, oh, she's so beautiful. Can she be my girlfriend? You know, so chit chats. So you always want to have it blank and then animate. Okay, so let's tell me about the boys. You know, what do the boys wear? And then about the boys, the colors, wow, they look so good. And then we go on to the girls. And then the girls, okay, these are the girls. It's okay, oh, this is how the girls dress. We see the red, and then babute. Oh, teacher, and I asked them, actually, I'm the one who asked the kids, what is this? Do you know what this is? No, it's a hat. Oh, teacher, it's a blah, blah, blah. Teacher, it looks like feathers, okay? Oh, these are feathers. And then they'll just say, oh, teacher, girls, the girls wear feathers, right? Oh, sorry. I'm back. Yes, about the girls, right? So just make it fun. Oh, this is not a hat. These are actually special feathers. Okay, from a special bird. Oh, teacher, so the girls wear the feathers. And then I have to explain, not all the girls can wear these feathers, okay? Even the boys sometimes have the feathers, but in a different style. So yeah, my cousin, see, these are special feathers that are only worn by the princesses and the princes. Teacher, princesses? And I say, yeah. So in my country, we have, you know, the royal family. We have a king. We're a kingdom, right? We have a princess. We have a prince. Teacher, a real princess? And I said, yeah, a real princess. Like the Disney movies? And then I said, yeah, just like the Disney movies, yeah. So Disney movies have, unfortunately, they have fake princesses and they have fake princes. But Eswatini, we have real princesses. Yeah, so when they have the feathers, you know that they come from the royal family. So yeah, and I explain that to them. And they find it so interesting and it's so funny to them. Like, teacher, if I go to Eswatini, I get to see a real princess? And I say, yes. Real princess? Fake princess. Real princess. Fake princess. Yeah, so it's really interesting. But unfortunately, move along to the next part because time is of the essence. So that's the reason why I chose this particular way to present it. So that engagement, engage, compare, babute. Yeah, so they found it interesting that Eswatini has real princes and princesses, kings and queens. Wow. Moving right along to the next slide. Afterwards, I told them about interesting things they can do when they visit my country. So I showed them this slide, yes. So this is the slide. I don't know if you can see, but it says you can go on a safari. Yes, you can go on a safari. So when you visit Eswatini, you can go on a safari. Why did I choose a safari? Well, I chose a safari because I was just looking at the tourist part, tourist point of view, and also like my audience, the students. Most students love animals, right? So students really love animals. So babe engaged, babe alive, babe happy. And then from the safari part, I compare it to Taiwan, right? So I chose this safari because in Taiwan they don't have safaris, right? Taiwan does not have safaris, but Taiwan has zoos. So for me, it was a good talking point to like enlighten them about an African safari versus a zoo. So in Africa, I think we have zoos, but in Eswatini, we don't have zoos. We have a safari. So if you go to Eswatini, you can go on a safari. So if you look closely, this is a GIF. A GIF. So the animals are moving. You see? They're moving. It's not just a picture. So as of when the kids are very engaged, they're looking at the cheetahs. Wow. You go on a safari and you get to sometimes get up close and personal with the animals. If you're brave. If you're brave enough, yeah, you can get up close and personal with the animals. And then I explained to them that, okay, so a safari is a big free space where the animals are free to live their natural way of life. They live their natural cycle. If the lion doesn't catch the zebra, the lion doesn't eat on the day. So the animals are not in cages and enclosed. The animals are free. And then they go to the river to drink. So nobody feeds them like in a zoo. Nobody says, oh, it's 2 o'clock. Let me go and feed the elephant. No. So they're just free. So that is one beauty of a safari. And then after maybe explaining the safari a bit, we move on to this part, a zoo. So I bring the two slides together to show them that a safari, a zoo. So a safari is different from a zoo. So as you can see, in a zoo, the animals are in cages, right? They're in cages and they have zookeepers, and the zookeepers kind of feed them, they give them water, anything that they need, right? But in a safari, they have so much space to move around and they live just the natural way they were meant to live. It's just that they have a very big enclosure to kind of protect them. So they love this part. They were like, teacher, I think a safari is very good for animals. And then other kids were very observant. They were like, teacher, is it not dangerous? And I was like, yeah, it's dangerous if you come too close to the animals, right? But you have safari guides that are trained to assist you, to guide you on how close or how far you should be from the animals. But when you talk about danger, it was a good observation. A safari is a bit more dangerous than a zoo, because in a zoo, you can come very close to the animals and there's a cage. But here, if this cheetah decides to just jump and get into this car and attack these people, there is nothing, absolutely zero, nada, nothing that the zookeeper can do. I mean, not zookeeper, there's nothing that the safari guide can do. So the element of danger is there. So you need to be very, very careful, and you have to move with a very trained specialist. Yeah, but they really found it interesting, especially the juxtaposition of the safari and the zoo. Okay, let's put a minute about a safari. So, the mystery and wonder. What is a safari? But yeah, but when I say a safari is not a zoo. But I bought in my pictures, which is a big open space and the animals live freely, lap up there in cages. But still, we have something. It's about guys. This is a safari. So after the safari, I had this video that I think it's from Zambia, Zimbabwe video, but it's online, right? So it's just a picture of a safari. It's not necessarily a safari yagangwani. It's just a safari. So they get the picture of what the animals are just roaming free and happy when they're gone. So hey, let's just take a minute or so. And then afterwards, okay, I saw this animal, I saw this animal, I saw this animal. Yeah, even the core teachers, they were like, wow, wow. Wow. If it's safari corner Africa, not Africa, if it's corner Eswatini, definitely, it must be a place we gotta go to. So let's watch the video. I'm back. Yeah, so it's safari icon in Africa, icon in most African countries, including Eswatini. We have beautiful safaris like Shane, we've got Big Five, Josini Big Five, Snaboni Nisela. Nisela is now called what, Kuchan? I forgot the new name, but yeah, I think everyone knows Nisela we had. So we have a lot. We have lots, and then the different safaris have different animals, right, that you can see. Then you jump with then you like Hanzilana, but all in all, if you go to Eswatini, you can see some of these animals all year round. Yeah, they were really happy, they were very excited because most of them love animals. Moving on. Okay, let's move along to the next interesting thing about Eswatini. What is it? Let me see. I don't remember. Okay, so here, after the safari, I then told them that another interesting thing about Eswatini are the animals that you can see, right? So here I only chose 5 animals to see. So when you go to Eswatini, any time of the year, any time of the year, these are the animals that you can see and enjoy, right? So, and then I asked them, do you like animals? Animals. Yeah, so let's look at some of the famous animals that you can see when you go to Eswatini. So, as usual, to captivate the students, I don't show the animals. So I'm going to show the animals bit by bit. And then I always try to make some of my slides into GIFs, GIFs for moving pictures. It really gets them. They're always like, oh, teacher. Okay, let's start with this animal. This one. And do you know this animal? Yeah, it's a lion. So yeah. And then I have the vocabulary at the corner. Yeah, it's a lion. And then, oh, the chief. And some of them really get scared. They're like, oh, teacher! So funny. Even grade 6. Even grade 6. It gets me all the time. Yeah, so if you go to Eswatini, I tell them that you can see a lion. And then, teacher, do you live with lions? No, I don't live with lions. The lions are at the safari. So if you want to see them, just go. Go to the safari. Go on a safari. And then animal number 2, this one. What is it? Oh, they're not quite familiar with the rhino. Surprisingly, I was really shocked that, wow, a rhino is something that they're not that familiar with. So I'm like, oh, it's a hippo, teacher. I said, no, yeah, maybe it looks like a hippo, yeah. Very good try, but it has a horn. So this one is and then I show them the word. Oh, rhino. No, it's a rhino, yeah. So you can see this one, and then moving along, I'm not sure which one is going to pop up where, but it doesn't matter. Yay! Do you know this one? They know this one. Elephant. Yes. So you always have the picture and the vocabulary. You show the picture, then the vocabulary. Yes, it's an elephant. And then what about this one? Do you know this one? Teacher, it's a tiger. No, a tiger has stripes. What is it? Teacher, it's a, they try. It's a lion. No, it's not a lion. And then I like to play around with them. Flesh. Go back. What is it? Flesh. Go back. Did you see the word? Here it is. It's a leopard. Oh yeah, teacher, it's a leopard. Yeah, some say it's a cheetah, and I say, oh no, it's not a cheetah. Teacher is a teacher. God, guys, this is not easy. It's It's a leopard, not a cheetah. A cheetah is it's kind of thin, yeah, kind of very lean. This one is like muscular, big like the lion. So this one is a leopard. And then what about this one? What is it? Did you see it? Giraffe. Yeah, it's a giraffe. So yeah, guys, if you go to Eswatini, you can see these animals and more. So as Nitoto about prompter, oh, do you have a giraffe in Taiwan? Yes, teacher, at the zoo. Blah, blah, blah. Do you have a rhino? Have you ever seen a rhino? No, teacher, I've never seen a rhino. And all that. And you can also like prompt them with questions about Taiwan. Can you tell me like the famous animals in Taiwan? Should I say, oh, we have this, we have this. Teacher, do you know this animal? But teacher, too much. It's just 2 animals. Mama, hi. Yeah, so this is another slide when I talk about Eswatini, my country, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country. Yeah, so we're back. Animals after watching the safari video, of course, we want to connect the two, like this is specific to Eswatini because that video happening. So maybe some of those animals we don't have them in Eswatini, I'm not sure, but I just picked 5 animals that I felt are very popular and the kids can relate to, that they can see when they go to Eswatini. So yeah, I just picked these ones to get them talking, and then also the comparison as always. Oh teacher, elephant, we have an elephant here in Taiwan. We have this here in Taiwan. Oh, in Taiwan, do you have a tiger in Africa? And I say, no, tigers are from Asia. We don't have tigers in Africa. We have leopards, we have lions, we have cheetahs, those kind of animals. Yeah, it was interesting. Wish I could rewrite it. Let's move on to the next part. We have delicious food. Yeah, you know kids and food already. Oh, teacher, what kind of food do you eat? And I said, calm down, calm down, calm down, okay? I'm gonna break it down to you. So, you know, kids love it when you talk about yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Yummy, yummy food. So yeah, it was time for me to move on to the delicious food that we have in Eswatini. So here, I only just chose 5 of the many. Oh, Kosi yami. Sinawo ukudla kwefu traditional lokumnanzi and nutritious. Kunengi kakhulu. But because of the time and the lesson plan, and move on to the next part. Okay, so let's look at the delicious food that I talked about. Number 1, what is this? Corn, yes, roasted corn. Do you have roasted corn in Taiwan? Yes, teacher, we have roasted corn. Yeah, we coat. Do we coat in Eswatini? No, we don't coat anything in Eswatini. We don't put salt, we don't put sugar. We don't do all those things. We just roast it and eat it. And then, yeah, enjoy it. Yes, and then I also spoke about pap and okra, ligusha. Nice and green. Teacher, so green. Yes, I said it's green. Yes, it's green and slimy. Do you know slimy? Slimy. I love it. This one is to be slimy, but it's absolutely delicious. Yeah, they were in love with the fact that it's green. And then this, is it like rice? It's not like rice though, but I just said maybe it's an equivalent of rice. So like rice is a staple here in Taiwan. For us, instead of rice, traditionally we have the pap. Yeah, and then let's move on. What else? This one, beef offal. Yes, beef offal. Yeah, and they also told me that beef offal, which was quite interesting. It looks yummy. I think it looks yummy. Next one, this one, boiled chicken. They also have boiled chicken. We just only add salt, nothing else. Keep it nice, boiled, and healthy. And then number 5, I spoke about maize bread. Yes, maize bread. Maize bread. Maize bread, teacher. Yeah, then I kind of explained maize bread. So these things are highlights to the kids. Just brief explanations but our workers told it because the lesson has to move. You only have 40 minutes. Now don't start deep. Ukuthi lokhu kuphekwa kanjani, sifaka maphi ama-ingredients kanjalo kanjalo. Udade khanza i-lesson yakho ungakaqedi konke. And then your co-teachers angeke every time ukuthi nasenza i-lesson uyadivert wena ucoce phela hey kulula kuphuma udivert nokukhuluma ngelive lakho, right? And bamfana they have so many questions. Kulula nje sifuna ukucoca, you just need to kind of control yourself. So ungabuka lokhu, have your own food, ube nendlela yakho nawe ongakubeka ngayo. So this is what we did. So with this slide, sesicedzile i-presentation yet, we are done. Finito. We are done with presentation. Let's move on to the next. Moving on to the next part of our lesson plan, that is the practice. So bafundzile about Eswatini. So one practice. Practice but it's not a lesson like in front of your test for examination. So you just choose one aspect. Practice. So they just have like a story to tell about Eswatini. So I chose the animals part. So let's look. We played a game. It's a word wall game, and then I chose the animals. So after the class, but definitely they will remember the animals that we have in Eswatini because we had a practice activity, we had a game. So let's look at the game. This game is called the matching game. Yeah, this is the matching game. Let's see the rules up close. So here, this is the matching game. Iga word wall, it's online. But you have pictures of animals behind. So you just need to guess, match. This is a rhino. And then just try to guess. Oh, now guess you get a point. You get a point for your team. You get a point. Then you just have to guess again. If you pick this one, and here there's an elephant, then 0 points for your team. So it's just a fun activity to do with the students to like create a lasting memory of Eswatini. So let me like log in to my WordWall account. Okay, my good people, number 3, practice. So for the silege banana about Eswatini, lasting. Right? So you need to have like a practice, a game. So another online game in our word wall. So elements of Eswatini, flag, clothes, so so that's actually the game here. The first thing you do, we apply teams team A, team B, so that points until we see which team wins. Okay, so you have your markers, so assess then this is going to game it. Okay, icing on the cake. The party gets they're gonna go crazy. They just go loca. That's a game, especially an online game. Okay, so yeah, now I'm very excited. Let's go to the game. Okay, so this is the matching game. The things about Eswatini. Food, maybe the clothes, the flag, the animals. So speak English. So they have to match. So one team, team A, Yasuguma, and chooses any square. Number 7. Oh, what's this? Oh, buffalo. So buffalo. I think it's an old one for another class because when watching templates. Templates, grade 3, grade 1, so never mind, something with the PPT. Okay, they need to guess. Where is the buffalo? Number 3, oh, safari. Okay, 0, team A, no point for you. Yeah, 0. Okay, team B, team B, flag. Okay, Eswatini flag. Number 10. Oh, elephant. Okay, we have 0. row. Oh, left hand. Where is the left hand? Number 6. Oh, flag. Yeah, but don't worry. So that game, they don't have to finish it, but until you get it's a production, right? Because we're going about that anyhow. Don't want to listen to so we want to go to in mind. Okay, game can be like 6 to 10 minutes, depending. So other classes we have 6 minutes, others we have 10, depending which structure we are until we finish it's a production. Mini book making. So I told the students that, guys, I told you a few things about Eswatini. I taught you a few interesting things about Eswatini. Now it's your turn. Now please share 4 things about Taiwan. Any 4 things. So these are just clues. You know, PPT. See, I was in PPT. We are making clues of some of the things they can talk about. Of course, about anything beyond these pictures. So about 4 things. Some of them from these pictures, and then some of them beyond these pictures. So you have to put the high-level kids, but that's also a few here, and then go on, like go outside the pictures, and then the low-level kids, these prompts, and then share ideas about Taiwan to me. Okay, it's time for my class. My co-teacher is here. Yeah, to set up and get ready. So after this mini break that I'll take to set up with my co-teacher, about the mini book making. The whole lesson about Eswatini, 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 Eswatini. Okay, so bakaka mini book banbana. A mini book already utawena so actually right. Na mini book yako uyabachengisa ukuthi yakhiwa njani. Just briefly, they have this piece of paper already bakhathele to make it fast. And then fold in the middle and then fold again. Otherwise the class I'm not this fast when I'm explaining the mini book. And then so in a 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. And then from there, already some my elements army, a flag, corn, giraffe, maybe pap and okra. If you can call this pap and okra. Never mind, guys. It's not like perfect or it's a bit clumsy, but a classing, it was really good. Ubhale vocabulary yakho, ubhale lapha flag of Eswatini, ubhale lapha, and then ukhalarisha kube kuhle for the kids. Nabo bataba in mind ukuthi yathi nangabe siyaletha into silethela ma'am na ukuthi kube kanje. So lapho ke if you already have the example, ungabatsheli emoyeni kulula, no akusiyolula. We have high level and low level. So now uthamba uyichazele mini book. Maybe you just have a picture uyichaze emoyeni. It's only going to benefit the high level kids. But if you have the example in front of them and by bone, it also benefits the low level kids because the class is not only for the very intelligent kids, it's for everybody. So now when they're in for what benefit. So if you come with this low level, high level, and then the activity is going to move along. So I mean I had about 10 to 15 minutes with now budget. Okay, my warm-up presentation, blah blah blah, was your figure production stage. So then maybe the last 15 minutes of the class, but I went low and share things about Taiwan the same way I also share things about Eswatini. So here I'm putting my examples of the mini books, Learn 1 grade 6. So let me just pick a few interesting ones. Let me see this one. So she had this one for me. 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Wow, so pretty, right? It's unbelievable. So I went there in 15 minutes or so. Yeah, so now she can come to me because it's an opportunity to talk to the foreign English teacher. So but oh, teacher, in Taiwan we have bubble tea, Taipei 101. Oh, what is this? Stinky tofu. And then the flag, vocabulary, stinky tofu. Let's see. What else? Oh, this one, you see, mini book. Look at how cute this is, mini book. Yeah, it even has like, a cover page. Wow, that is so sweet. Let's see what's inside. Look at this. Teacher, bubble tea. This is the Taiwan black bear, Taipei 101, Taiwan flag. Yeah, actually, after the lesson, Taipei 101. I had never been to Taipei 101, imagine. I had never been to. But because the kids were teacher Taipei 101. Yo, my interest. MRT, Taipei 101. Taipei 101. So I think about our countries, evoke the interest. So for me, this was the motivation to go to Taipei 101. Thank you, my students. Thank you once again, everybody, for joining me for yet another episode. See you again next time. If you are a subscriber, thank you for always making me your channel of choice. But if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? I mean, like, seriously, what are you waiting for? Because in this channel, we are learning, growing, and sharing. So please click that subscribe button under this video and be part of the family. Okay, everybody, that's the end. Hot, no AC. I told you no AC. Anyway, it's time for me to hit the road. It's been a long day, everyone. Thank you so much. Ciao.